We got Lapras returning and the new Pokemon protagonists. Let's talk about it. We just got the 7th episode in the Pocket Monsters aimed to be a Pokemon Master series riding on Lapras, and it was an interesting episode. Misty being a water expert explaining how the Wailords are bouncing was a nice touch to her character. It really shows that she's come a long way on her journey of being a water type expert. Lapras just appeared out of nowhere like all the other appearances we've gotten so far at NPM. Like they just literally come out of nowhere just for the plot's convenience. I really do wish that we would get these appearances and they would be a little bit more natural, but it's going how it is. And I do love that Ash calls Lapras the Orange Shuttle, which of course is a fact to a nod that he wrote on Lapras all throughout the Orange Islands arc. Speaking of the Orange Islands arc, Team Rocket used the Magikarp submarine that they always use throughout the arc, and it's always fun to see that as that's like one of their most iconic megas. And when Pikachu spotted them like during the main part of this episode, it was really cute how he kind of just spotted them and then he goes to them and then threatens them with like a light spark, and then they end up working together. And then when they're pedaling away to help out the Wailord, Pikachu's motivating them and even gives them a Blaziken inspired energy drink. The Wailmer subplot was not that interesting, but honestly it really made me laugh when they finally get Wailmer out of the hole and he's just bouncing and then falls in and then evolves into Wailord. I actually wasn't expecting it to evolve into Wailord at all. I did think that it was going to go back into the hole when it was bouncing, but the fact that it evolved into Wailord was just extra funny. And then how they got him out of that situation was even cooler. Like they had Ash brought up this like crazy plan where he had like Brock with Torterra using Frenzy Plant for the first time. Misty was pulling one way and then Ash was on the bottom of it just tickling it, and that was just like some original series level plot. Like I just loved how they got him out of there. Something that's been very consistent about the series, besides the fact that they randomly appear in these episodes, is the OST being a banger. We got so much banger OST in this episode, and honestly, like I just can't complain about that one aspect of this series. And then at the end, when Ash gets kind of lost in the cave and it's beginning to flood, Wailord uses Weather Ball after Lapras used Ice Beam, and it goes on this like ice sled, which is just really cool and really fun to watch. And then at the end, Misty does the biggest reveal, which should have been obvious from the start, which is they should have just caught Wailmer with a Pokeball and this would have all been avoided, but then we would have gotten this masterpiece of an episode. I'm going to be giving this episode an 8 out of 10, which places it second so far in the aim to be a Pocket Monster series. The outro being the same one as the Orange Islands was a great touch. The best part of this episode without a doubt is all the Pokemon that we got to see from Ash, Brock's Marshtomp, and of course Missy's Gyarados. We also got revealed the new protagonist who will be the third alongside Riko and Roy. What do you guys think about him? I'm going to go a little bit more in depth with my thoughts in a separate video, so be sure to check that out. It's going to come out really soon. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down below. I love discussing the new episode with you guys in the comments. It's honestly the highlight of every week. We can further discuss this on my Discord, but yeah.